You're listening to M Soul Music in the Mix. Give a better sound to your life.
Tindies this week.
Good evening, traders. Welcome to the Sunday evening stream where silver has just gapped up nearly 2%. Gold has gapped up 1+%. NASDAQ futures, S&P futures have gapped down. Not good, men. Not good. That's the whole Greenland tariff, EU stuff. So we're going to look at them. Hope you had a good weekend. Here it is, 91.80 on silver. We have to start the stream with it. Come on, man. And I got my chain here, my silver chain. If we somehow see all-time highs while this stream's going, I'm putting it on. You know, those are the new rules. All right, here it is. A beautiful gap up, man. Someone just tipped on stream. Sorry about that. I would have the stream elements set up for the other stream if it wasn't terrible. Eric Morris, I'll play it real quick for you, okay? There you go. Boom. Eric Morris in the chat. Out of the gate.
This week.
That's right, dude. Tendies. Ongoing tendies. Silver has been the perpetual tendies machine for some of us. And lo and behold, it seems like it might be continuing. Metals, super cycle. What's a super cycle, right? It's like when commodities become collateral, like the main collateral for the global economy versus debt and money printing. So real assets right now just holding the line, and it's beautiful to see. Now we'll see if it holds, but so far it is. And I mean, you're nearly $92. Who can in the world could push this down? Who? What banks? They're screwed, man. So that's your silver. We're probably, I mean, who knows? It could be an all-time high stream. Here's gold. Just all-time freaking highs, man. Jesus chimes for everyone who owns gold. Who cares about crypto? Now, the gap up, unfortunately, you know, unfilled gaps typically fill, but let's see if it's a gap and go. There's always a chance, man. But finally, right, if we anchor this channel, this uptrend with the October high as the upper echelon of this channel, you've kind of like, for the first time, broken the heart line of the channel, and the upside takes you like $4,900+. So really cool to see. I feel like it's deja vu every week. We're coming in here and you've got violence being chosen for metals, bullish violence. Yeah, PLG, man. It's like one of the last tickets to the Tindy show for metals, like where you're talking about, oh, it's reasonable on its price before it goes nuts. Silver up 2.5% now. Highs of day, highs of week. What do you want, man? You can't stop it. We might very well see an all-time high while I'm live. And wouldn't that be something? 92.73, up almost 3% now. Why would you care? Like, Bitcoin's on the screen, man. I don't, like, what do you want? You want me to talk about Bitcoin being down 0.05% today, doing nothing? Does anyone actually care anymore? Like, you caring about Bitcoin has cost you like life-changing money. Do you hear me? You caring about Bitcoin the past 3 months and not really paying attention to metals has cost you an actual fortune. I know. So it's like, we'll have it up there for you for the addicts. You got your Bitcoin price, 95K, same price it was trading at November 13th. Congrats, dude, on losing out. So, whatever. I gotta set an alert here because we're gonna be going looking at assets, and silver's probably just gonna bullishly puke everywhere, and give us all-time highs. So, okay, gold, the gapped up, yeah, still up there. Let's look at the other metals because, sorry, dude, we go where the animal spirits are, where the trends are, where the pumps are. Platinum gapped up. It's up 1.5%. Still just amazingly trading above the 2008 old all-time high. If you remember, March 2008, there it is. This might be a continuation situation where if it's neutral, you got the bullish bias with the trend behind you, and just, wow. I mean, you're talking, look at that. I mean, really, since they recaptured January 6th, it's the 18th. Since the 6th, traders have not settled up. The 5th, actually, they recaptured it. They have not. There's not been one candle close really below it. You had a couple right at it, but that's just phenomenal. So platinum, if you want to talk about price discovery, the way silver did it, the way gold did it eventually, we can go log scale, and we can go to the weekly here. So you know, yeah, dude, we already got it. So 3,333. That's your log scale first target. And the same way. I mean, look, you want to see silver on the weekly. You've already, well, depends on where you Fibonacci from the 2011 high to the low. You're like literally right at. You're kind of exceeding the 1414 fib extension. If you want the 1618, that's $123. That's exactly where they tested it and closed below it. But you're, again, you got an unfilled gap on the weekly on silver for sure.
Hey Mitch, check out Zillow if you can. Looking like it could make a modest run soon.
Zillow, yeah, okay, dude. Here's the thing. I mean, you got, that's a gap that filled December 1st, but so I don't think in the history of the XAG have we ever seen a gap that has not really filled, even if it's Yeah, that's an unfilled gap. So if they come pull it back to 89, 86, understand what they're doing. So we'll probably see all-time highs before that, though. By the looks of it, this is so strong, man. Like, this is a lifetime event unfolding before our very eyes, and it's been going on for, you know, months. But things started, the roof started getting blown off of this thing right around Thanksgiving. But yeah, of course, you know, this summer, what an incredible run from June all the way to October. But things just started going again when there was turkey on the table. I mean, audio check, video check. Make sure. Oh, hold on a sec. Sorry, my aperture was not on the right settings. So anyway, platinum palladium up 1.5%. This is also in this really interesting spot here where, man, if they can get us a clean break, this is a huge level, 1853. To break that, it's just going to be a clean shot to $2,200. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. 2,200. They break that, probably 25. But the big target, the hard target, 2850. That's an 886 retrace from the old all-time high to the lowest low of the bear market. So platinum and palladium have not at all done what silver has done. They have not. And they almost look like they're on deck, right? Baseball game, you got the batter's up, but on deck, man, he's in that circle. He's swinging with a donut on. Looks like platinum palladium on deck. Wow. Copper also up 0.77%. This one, looks a little less strategic. I mean, it made an all-time high last week, if you don't know. But in terms of just like structurally, it definitely looks like if they pulled it back to 530 or something, or $5, I mean, it would be like a godlike opportunity to add on a pullback. But I mean, maybe you never get it. It's already broken all the levels here. All of them. I mean, except I guess like this one from July, but you're just right around it. Cool to see. Okay, just wanted to give you an update on that. Let's go to real quick, the S&P 500 down 0.75%. Yeah, they gapped it down, but come on, man. Like, what's this gap going to do? It'll probably fill at some point. But this is where, if you've been watching the stream, you know where I've stood on this. It's just so hard, even if it rallies and runs to 7+K again. It's just really hard to trust price action when it breaks out so weak like this. It's just, you smell a rat. It's like, I can smell this. It's so weak. And then the oscillators are showing you like, oh, look, there's definitely some buyer exhaustion locally. Seen that once. You've seen it a million times. And yeah, it gapped down. But okay, we'll see if it really has any legs. Probably not. They'll fill it before, even if it was going to go lower. But yeah, that's just trying to buy into that as was not advised, right? NASDAQ, well, we knew they just could not break this one resistance over and over and over. And there it was highlighted on Friday's stream. The falling four methods pretty much, and they gapped it down. You saw your lowest price really since like the beginning of the year, beginning of the month. The gap will probably fill, so don't worry, man. I'm sure you'll be okay. Well, that's just stuff to pay attention to. Like, price action is very important. I mean, yeah, you got to have patterns. You want to have your oscillators, Fibonacci, the value perceived areas, your M shapes. But man, if you can master, like, if you have all that, and then you can master price action identification, like the correlation to a level, can really be helpful. I mean, I think that's like what sets it y'all apart. A good trader from like a really great trader on like understanding, like, hey man, even if you weren't going to short it, you're just like, maybe I shouldn't own this right now, because that is like, right, the psychology of it. They're up thrusting through a key level, they're failing, there's a big sign of weakness, a huge drawdown, and then a recovery. The recovery is a lower high locally and lower candle closes, lower wicks, but it's all like more perfectly correlated to that said level. And then You get another lower high. And oh my God, chat, silver up 3.22%. I think we're going to see all-time highs tonight as the NASDAQ makes a fresh low intraday. Let me show you here. This is it, chat. This is it. All-time highs imminent. Mother of God. It's already so good, but now it is great. Continue to monitor this, and I'll be putting on the chain soon by the looks of it. I'll just have all these alerts set up. All right. Wow. There's no one there to sell. You have to understand the dynamics of what's going on, like the fundamentals of silver. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen covering financial markets. And I've been talking about why I've been so infatuated with it. It's just like structural deficit. You have Shanghai, you have China, where they have it's like a $12 spread. How do you get off this chart? Why would you want to go to Bitcoin right now? Look at it. 95,000. Who cares? Silver about to make an all-time high. Trading like a meme coin. So, yeah, I asked on Twitter, like, what people think the gap's going to be or whatever. And it was a 2% gap. So someone actually said that. I think they were right. My God, dude, Twitter's crazy. 23,000 views for that question. It's just wild. What an untapped world of potential and people. So, all right, we'll come back. But dang, man, NASDAQ, again, at the new lows right now of the day of the new week, opened like 18 minutes ago. Yeah, it's hard. You cannot trust price action like this. Nothing ever implied that we were okay. Nothing. All this crap, all happening lower than the highest high. And that's similar stuff you saw in 2022. I'm just being real. It was very similar to 2022's peak. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about. You don't have to, like, you just go back and watch the streams back when I was in London, man. Maybe a little bit before London. The way they did it. Yeah, it was like, maybe, I don't think the NASDAQ was the best example, but I think the S&P was. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it was right here on the lesser time scales. They confirmed less than before. And then 1 and 2 here was like really, really bad. I mean, it was way more significant from February to April, like a couple months. And then after they confirmed less than before. Remember, this is I think this is where they banned people that worked like inside, like the Fed, like they couldn't trade stocks anymore. I think the Bogdanovs died or something too. It was very bad times. And then yeah, the downtrend. We got it. So forms of confirmation, whether it's the daily or the 4 hour, like, can be really helpful in determining like what might be coming next. Let me go back, just look real quick. Yeah, like that right there, 1 and 2. Confirming less than before. And then you had, look right here, there's stuff like this where, see, there'll be resistance from more recent memory. And then they'll up thrust through it. Then you'll have a big breakdown, and then you'll rally, and they'll confirm that local resistance as resistance again. And look what happens after. It's wonderful to see. I mean, that's the type of TA respect you're looking for. And they did it like a couple times. So yeah, price action, man. Learn it. And I think the more you want, and oh, the rising wedge. Oh yeah, like it was upsloping, price contraction. But again, like, it's news, it's the EU tariff stuff. I don't think it's a big deal. Like, look at it. It's still above the 200 moving average. That gap is like a nothing burger gap. It'll fill, at some point. But will we make a higher high than the previous high? I don't know about that. Yeah, so just giving you a prize to the open. It's a Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. So, like, you won't be able to trade. The banks are closed. Yeah, you'll be locked out until Tuesday morning. And then with these commodities, I believe they will halt trading on these around noon tomorrow. So it's kind of like a short day. for commodities. You didn't know. Just how it goes, man. All right. I mean, we're looking at silver at fresh highs right now. So we got an all-time high stream imminent by the looks of it. Dude, like nothing's going to stop this, especially with the banks closed. The banks are the ones, right? They're the ones that have these shorts to try to slam the price of silver. There's silver. Highs of day coming up. All-time highs. And we're just going to sit here. The all-time high waiting room. You know what? I'm just going to put it on now because it's happening, chat. Going to happen. Like soon. I hope you have some silver at least, right? At least some. Trying to make sure I got this right. I think it's like this, man. No, man. I think I'm gonna do it, dude. This was like for memes, man. Bitcoin's kind of selling off a little bit. Gosh dang it, dude. New technology. There we go. I got it. Yeah, 37 minutes till the daily candle close for crypto, and it's kind of selling off right now. So, all right. We got our silver chain on, man. We got it on for the memes, for the dreams, for the tendies. One of the best trades literally ever. Not quite to MicroStrategy last year, but very, very close. Like, not even kidding how close it was. Okay, so I got alert set up for this one. Gold's up almost 2% now. It's at highs of day, highs of lifetime, highs of human civilization's history right now. 46.75. Metals, super cycle. I hope you're understanding what's happening right now. This is history. We won't see a paradigm shift like this for the rest of our lives. This is it, dude. This is a 50-year thing we're watching end. A 50-year Western market controlling the price of metals with paper. It's over. And I don't even know how it's going to end with banks being short. They'll be needing a bailout from taxpayers, I guess. I guess. I don't know. Some of y'all maybe know better than me. Y'all economists or something in the chat. Golden bull run. That's right, dude. It's like, I think nearly 15 ounces, Evan. Not that crazy, man. Really not. Maybe it looks crazier than it should. I might be wrong too. I don't know. Yeah, but you can't get too crazy on chains, man. Like there's just, it doesn't fit. So, yeah, NASDAQ down still about 1%. We'll go to Bitcoin. Okay, here's your Bitcoin chart. Dude, why are you not looking at Bitcoin? Come on, man. All right. And you want Bitcoin, what's going on right now, maybe? Structurally, right here. It's pretty simple. Oh, okay. It's like an upsloping consolidation structure that goes back to November 20th. Great, dude. Great. That's it. Like the high end, they could take it to 102.
The 200-day in 2022 was the canary in the coal mine for the broader market. It's doing it again this cycle. Much love, Mitch.
What's up, Rep? Thanks for 420. Netflix. Oh, I mean, I don't know if Netflix is driving the market, but Netflix, I mean, they just keep pushing out the most utter trash garbage that exists on screens, right? That's eventually the chickens were going to come home to roost, right? Because people were just going to stop watching that. Utter slop. Woke slop, whatever you want to call it. So whatever. I don't think that has anything to do with much. I mean, you got Microsoft, right? That made 7-month lows last week multiple times. So this is all I got for you on Bitcoin, right? This is not threatening the previous major highs of 107, 116, 126. It's controlled, methodical, and unfortunately, if that's the prevailing trend right now, eventually all this consolidation will conclude, and you'll probably continue downward. They could do this and this. Oh my God. Holy crap, dude. Like, I mean, that's probably what's coming for Bitcoin if all stays the same, right? Like typically you don't get out of situations like this, like that. Like you just don't, man. Like the selling pressure that came in was so much money, man. The amount of money that would have to come back into this market after October 10th, insurmountable. Like it's not coming back. It'll take a long time, I think. But okay, whatever. People are still calling for all-time high Bitcoin this year, soon. Whatever. Maybe it is, maybe in December, you know, but like for now, like you just have this. Like to me, I don't really see anything about this that's great, man. It's the same thing they did back in 2022 right here. Like it was a big old bearish consolidation structure at the same level. It was freaking perfect. They took it to the top and then it was cooked, right? They eventually took it lower and it's like, okay, great, man. See all that selling pressure, insurmountable amount of distribution, like where it's like, how can they, I mean, how many days did it take? How long? Silver, oh my God, 100 days. Okay, 101 days before it broke downward. And then we're over here 50 days in, I think. 58 days. They could take it another 40 freaking days of churning like this before they eventually mark it downward. So have fun in crypto. I don't know if you're watching this stream. When are we like, oh, dude, there's opportunity in crypto? There's not been. It's not been here. It's been other markets. 3.6% on silver and climbing. We're about to make an all-time high. This is about to be a silver party stream. If it's, yeah, look how close we are. This is insane. There it is. All-time highs, chat. All freaking time highs on silver.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Hype in the chat!
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
At least I have chicken.
Yeah. Get blown out, crypto bros. Who are you? You should be TA bros. You should go where the animal spirits are. Not stick with, oh, but I believe in Bitcoin. Like, cool. I have a Bitcoin ticker. I've got Bitcoin artwork. Okay. Who cares? Like, it's going to eventually recover and go into a trend again and make an all-time high, but it might be way longer than you think. While silver and gold take over the world and you don't have any exposure to it, you're out of your mind. So, and then Bitcoin at lows of day right now, you can see above my head, down 0.5%. It's like a inverse correlated situation. Yeah. Silver hits all-time highs and then Bitcoin hits lows of day. But hey, look, NASDAQ kind of rallying a little bit off its low, but not really, you know. Okay, cool, dude. Gap will fill. Oh, we can go to Ethereum. Something, okay, one thing that's kind of cool that's going on with crypto is, okay, big Ethereum here. It's like, you know, same type of garbage consolidation, sadly speaking. But I mean, again, like they could take it another 40 days, 35.20, 35.80, even like at the high end, they could take 3,900 and it's still going to be pretty much making lower highs. But okay, cool. The one thing that's kind of cool about what's going on in crypto is this chart is kind of intriguing to me anyway. So it's like you have like an uptrend going on Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. And then you have like a breakout of the correction, the corrective channel, and then some higher lows start locally coming in. I really like that. And then all of a sudden, those higher lows take us back above a key inflection point that takes you to 2018 and 2017. There's more correlation there. 2020. There you go. You can see in 2024, it's been a support here in October. So, but now, like, you're testing it with making lower highs, lower lows. You're now making higher lows. So to me, it's like it's uptrending, and it's like, man, if you give it enough time, I mean, Ethereum could continue to outperform Bitcoin. That's what it's looking like to me. Like, it's what it's trying to imply. If I was looking at this like just a traditional asset, like a stock, I'd be trade setup, you know, stop loss somewhere below 3.3 million sats, and okay, targeting for 4 million sats up here. Easy, good reward to risk. Close enough to a level where you could, you know, have a tight strategic stop loss. and max upside. So to me, something about it looks all right. Ethereum looks paired against Bitcoin, looks pretty good. Yeah. Just gotta go back, man. I'm sorry. This is the silver live stream. This is not your. What do you want? I mean, Bitcoin live stream. We've had how many millions of them now? We got to look at silver. 93.66 and climbing. You're at all-time highs as I'm speaking to you right now. Unbelievable, man. It's actually crazy, and it could be at 100 by Tuesday at open. You understand? Remember, people are just gonna keep saying, like, you're gonna have people that are like, even on my tweet. I was talking about, yeah, I'm kind of intrigued because of this. I'm kind of intrigued because, like, okay, 169, they repriced the 1 ounce coins, 169, 173. Oh, but my proof coin. Okay, show me the ones that are not proof. Every single one's 169 or 173, all silver. The 95 ones are not there anymore. They don't exist, okay? They're not here. 173. It's gone. So they have repriced. Tremendous, like unbelievable amounts. You can't buy silver for less than $100 an ounce now. Anywhere in the world, there's nowhere. And this thing's at just 93, 94. Like, are you kidding? This is a repricing event still. So that type of, that's what I'm saying. Like, you might be at 100 by tomorrow. It's incredible, man. So what about the channel there? Nearing the channel's tops like around 95.30, so maybe they pull it back, but that, look at that, $94 for the first time in human history right now. 4.4% chat. Unbelievable. This is an over $5 trillion asset going up 4% with all the markets really closed for my MLK Jr. Day. All right. Asian markets open, I believe, in an hour and a half. So see how that goes. But phenomenal. I'll have another alert. I'll have a $95 alert too. Okay. Sweet. But it's like, will the gap fill? I mean, you think it would, but here's the thing. The $80 gap has not filled. Right down here, $80. Never filled. January 11th. It was a weekend pump too. So how is this one going to fill? I don't know if it will. It's kind of probably like that one. Maybe it's even more insane. Because you got like what the government's like putting price floors in on these metals. So all right. And then gold already hit its all-time high. I'll have an alert set up on this one. There's just nothing else to look at, man. Oh, you want to look at Bitcoin? Hey, yeah, Bitcoin's at lows of day right now. Again, take me to 92.7. Maybe put another higher low. Who cares? It's just churning. It's an illiquid dead market. There's zero people trading this market. Like, you understand, the Night King came and literally killed everybody. He killed everybody October 10th. And now it's just him and the zombies roaming around Westeros. And that's it. That's the crypto market. There is no Daenerys. There are no dragons, okay? It's just a bunch of dead people, zombie cryptos. The sooner you understand that, the sooner you'll start making money again. Because you're not making money in crypto. But my Monero, oh yeah, Monero that literally scammed everyone this weekend. Monero, bro. Down 30% in a few days off its highs. And it's the best we got. Maybe this is our dragon, you know. Our only hope is a privacy coin because no one trusts anything anymore, including crypto. The best we got. Yeah, they might take it to 517, back test it, and hold it, but man. This is our star player in the crypto space. A privacy coin that a lot of exchanges don't even let exist because of KYC. Oh, man. All right. We can look at XRP down 2.3%. Yeah, come on. Take us down to 190, 196 again. There is no uptrend. Remember, we're not uptrending. We're downtrending. and they want to take us to an inflection zone again. And I hope we are fortunate sons. I hope some positive price action occurs down here at 190, 196. Otherwise, we're dead. We're screwed. About to lose $2, man. It would be the first time we've lost $2. Never mind. Beginning of the year, we pumped to recapture $2. So yeah, it'll be the first time in a couple weeks or more, a little more than 2 weeks since we've seen less than $2. So not good. Solana's down 3%. My God, there's just nothing endearing about this. Okay. Cool, dude. Downtrend. It hit November 26th high, and it's pulling back. Not even diverging. Probably on the 4 hour, there's bearish divergence. Yeah, I mean, technically, or bearish convergence. It was so bad that there wasn't any sort of... Yeah, they put in a lower high first, so... Yeah, bearish divergence is kind of here. This side of this eye on the RSI, but... Either way, man, just gross market. I don't know. We have one request. I only came here for the metals market that we were patiently awaiting because we knew what was probably about to happen, and it did happen.
Vincent Lechapella 7432 super chatted $71.85. Hey Mitch, good evening. Can we take a look at DNDM on the weekly? Inverse HS on its way? Thanks a lot, man.
Vincent, man, thanks so much, dude. Yeah, we'll look at TNDM. We knew, like, hey, it hit a resistance. It had gone up a lot in a short period of time. Do not be, like, understand, like, a pullback here would make plenty of sense. And it has begun to pull back. TNDM. Yeah, and like we're saying, you want to maybe see that. That could happen. It's a great potential situation, or could be a potential outcome on the pullback. We'll look at it. Thank you so much, Vincent, man. Wits, man. Yeah, okay. You tip for Zillow for sure. All right, let me let's look at those real quick. I got alerts set up. If silver wants to freak out and go to $95, we'll know. When we see fresh all time, we'll know. So yeah, bear with me. Bear with me, man. Zillow. Dude, look at the Zilliqa coin, man. Zilliqa. Y'all remember that? Yeah, I understand what you're saying here on Zillow, Wits. It is trading right at above a key level. Someone could take a shot here if they wanted, but I don't think there's value here. But, like, you know where the cutoff is. Like, you know, hey, you start falling below $65 again, it is out with an ejector seat with a parachute now. Like, immediately. Like, this kind of reminds me of Robinhood a little bit. Robinhood was almost the same type of situation, and like, you know, the Clarity Act bill, dump 8%. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I get it. There was bullish divergence, and the bullish divergence manifested into a lower high and a failure to break the 200, and now a lower low again, and like, not really diverging much anymore. But yeah, like, you could take a shot if you wanted, like, if you thought this was a dragon. But it's like, man, what I hate about it is, like, okay, you've been in this nice trend for a while, but like, look, man, you got one time. All right, once they tried to break 87, 87, but then the second time they up-thrusted through it and failed. And it's like, oh man, that's not really good. That key level was rejected once and twice. So it's like, are we looking at a higher high double tap? Like Microsoft almost? And you're now near the confirmation line from or goes back 2018 to 2022. It's so real. To lose it, it's over. So you just got to be like on the fence about this one. It's like, yeah, you could strategize here, but you sure as heck better be ready to get the F out below 65 bucks. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay. And the context is kind of like, are we topping here? Are we going for a deeper correction? I mean, an 886 here would make sense, right? You could have a big old shark pattern in the midst. Like, you could have, it's like a big bearish dragon. I'm talking about something like maybe this in the making. Uh-oh. Like, what about that? I mean, what if that happens? I can't be that surprised. So what you'll be looking out for, even if it does say it does rally here, you'll be looking out to see if like we get some sort of lower high, you know, and a couple of them that would probably be, we're screwed at that point. So you might not even get good performance on an attempted rally here. So I'd just be cautious on Zillow actually, because of what they've just recently done here, failed a couple times. And now you're just sitting here and the divergence isn't really playing out, but it could. It just might be a, you know, they take it to 74.63 for a gap fill and that's it. So, okay. Thank you, Witzman. Now we got TNDM for Vincent. Y'all like my two biggest supporters really these days. I think both of y'all. Eric too. Thank you, man. So yeah, here we go, man. This is TNDM where we're talking about, well, you're hitting overhead resistance after what is a 40% plus rally. My God, man. It was a 60 to 70% rally off like the entry. And it's like, yeah, man, that's really fast gains. And so understand a pullback here would make sense. And it is doing that. It had the lowest daily close since December 3rd. And yeah, you might be looking for a $16 target for sure. And I hope it holds at that point. They could take it down to like 14.44, but it's like, yeah, this is not some sort of like daily 4-hour trade though. This is a monthly trade or something, a monthly, man. So you have to understand like the U-shaped volume, the bullish divergence, like you could go to 16 bucks, 15 bucks again and churn for months. So you just had to understand like the context, the time scale. This is not a short-term thing. This is like a multi-year trade almost. You're talking about an M shape that began its development in October 2017 and type 2 returns October 2025. How many days again? Oh yeah, it was just 2,860 days. Come on, like that's all this. I mean, it's gonna up and down. So you could have taken profit like at an overhead resistance, sure, because you were up 60 to 70% from the entry, no problem. And maybe you can rebuy at 16 bucks or something. But yeah, don't be too surprised here. This is massive. And this will take years, probably. Years. Maybe even like 18 months to 2 years or more. Monthly. Each candle represents 30 days here. So, all right. That's your TNDM. Bitcoin lows of day. Get wrecked, chat. 15 minutes till the close. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, the bullet, sub. Thanks for being here. Whatever. I know people are like poor because they just are obsessed with crypto. I mean, I don't know who keeps telling you, like, who's influencing you to be obsessed with crypto, dude? Like why can't you just like be a chameleon? Oh, wow, metals look good. Okay, well, I'll be a metal bro. I'll be all up in metals. I'll buy some calls on metals, dude. Remember Thanksgiving, the trade setup on silver, the best entry of all time? They back tested a 50-year swing high ass support with the dragon, and I was literally like screaming at you like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar, and it's like, no dude, I'm good, I'm just gonna stay in Bitcoin and only care about crypto. Nothing you can do, man. 93.20 something on silver, pulling back a little bit, but don't worry, man. It would be a blessing to get a gap fill at 90 bucks. But remember, they never even filled the 80 gap, so. What are y'all saying in the chat, man? Let's see. I'm sorry, I haven't even looked. Okay. What about the Beanie Babies? You have been deceived. You should have bought Pokemon cards, not Beanie Babies. See, your 1990s hype thing was like, do I get Pokemon or Beanie Babies? If you pick Beanie Babies, you lose. You get Pokemon cards, you won. It's hard to know, right? What will have staying power? He was buying Silver Eagles today? Oh my God, man. You had forever. All right, XRP below $2 for the first time since the beginning of the year. Nasty sell-off. Okay, it was in fact another pump and dump, hitting that 4-hour 200 something moving average. Again, just waiting on 196 to 190 for a test, and you just pray to God some sort of M shape can develop there, and then you start seeing favorable price action. That's all you can hope for, man. It's gross, dude. 589 shades of gross on XRP. Don't buy physical copper. It's a ripoff. Yeah, it is. It's just like, what? To buy a pound of it, 16 ounces, which is a pound. It's like, you know, $5 something. But good luck online. It probably, to buy a pound, would be like $20. Like, you'd be getting so yeah, don't buy copper. Like, stupid. Like physical copper. You can buy like derivatives and have fun with that. But they're not going to implode on copper. Bitcoin 93.9. They're dumping this into the close, chat. We're down 1.23%. Remember, at the beginning of the stream, Bitcoin was flat on the day. It is now down $1,250. We now have XRP down 3+%. Ethereum down 0.63%. Not really that big a deal. It's been outperforming Bitcoin, remember? But then you have Solana down 3.69% as well, heading to 135.81 again. Dogecoin down nearly 5%. Disgusting. This is downtrend loser status. Imagine owning Dogecoin this whole time when you miss the entire generational money-making silver rally. Like, if you did that, like, you don't watch the stream, or you, like, if you do and you didn't even, that means you didn't respect what I had to say. Like, you've lost support now. 13.5 cents? That's huge, dude, to lose this level. Oh my God. Yeah. It's like, wait for like 11 cents again. Just wait. Wait for new lows on Doge. This is so bad. Sui coin. Bro, Sui. It's disgusting. It's like your lowest high and you're rolling over again. Oh my God. Like, I don't even know what to tell you, dude. Who cares if they broke that? Whatever. Okay. Like, that's the problem, man. Like, they can break out of flags and still be terrible. That's like Bitcoin can still go to 100K and still be terrible. It can go to 104 and still be terrible. Oh, Litecoin down 3.59%. Disgusting. Dude, Litecoin's like, if it goes any lower in 11 minutes, it'll be the lowest daily candle close since April. We're talking like 10-month lows on Litecoin impending. Yeah, I'll look at some more for you because you're obsessed. You're an addict. Cardano. Oh my God, man. Look, it's the worst thing humanly possible what they're doing. Hoskins and Son better do some more peyote and get, you know, put his hand in the bullet ant glove again because it's not working. Oh, look at that hidden bearish divergence on the RSI from the high to the lower high in price with higher levels of relative strength. We're just completely resetting those oscillators. Just wait for 24 cents. Okay. Thank me when Cardano does this. It's so bad. You have to understand how bad the trend is. But this would be, you know, again, you could be short and stop above 43 cents or something at this point. Nasty. Wow. Good God. What's the next silver? Possibly this PLG. Now it might come back to $2 again for sure. It could be. They could be putting in a lower. That could be the buying climax, lower high, and they're going to correct it. But like, this is the only one in the metals group that, like, look at the monthly on this. This looks so crazy. Like, the monthly is so insane to me. Like, yeah, divergence. You've been doing 2018, 8 years, man. Once and then twice, and it's like it's just starting to make higher highs, higher lows since late 2024. It's going like 11 days, but if it closed now, it'd be the highest monthly close since July 2021, multi-year highs. So like PLG, I know it's down 4.29% on Friday, but it's just ones like this, like that. Like, it has not left the station yet. And platinum, remember, platinum looks like it could be getting ready to pull a silver. Platinum and palladium, they're like, it could be they're setting up to pull back and correct some, but they'll still remain in good trends, even if they pull back. But they're at a point right now where it's like, they could be getting ready to do what silver has just done. In G1, didn't we find like more? Up 12, yeah, up 12%. Still like lower than it was at the beginning of the month. Yeah, they just gapped it up, man. It happened. There's a news-driven catalyst on this one. They found in the basin a lot more natural gas. Cool, dude. Whatever. Yeah, but the thing is, it could very well still be all right. Like if this doesn't make a lower low than the previous lows, you got a deep 886 retrace, and it could still keep it going. Higher lows continue going on. Yeah, it's not dead yet, actually. So the problem with Paxo, you know, DGXX, yes, I understand. Like we have commodity, like some equities that like LAES and DGXX. I just worry about like the macro. Like I really have concerns about the macro. I don't know, like if you have like the S&P and the NASDAQ and they go through some major corrections, like remember last year we had like a 15% correction, 20% correction at the lows, I think, in the NASDAQ. If you go through that, I don't know how anything risk on or small cap can survive. Like I don't know how those trade setups can actually play out. That's what concerns me. So, but like if maybe you have an actual super cycle in commodities unfolding, like you might have a better chance of just being a commodities bro to weather the storm. If there's a deep correction on the index funds, that's my only concern about DGXX, LAES. They're small caps, right? Small market caps. But it doesn't mean you can't play them, you know, but just don't be like that. Like, you know, you should never expect anything, right? Or expect that something will happen. That's it. Whether you get stopped out of your trade plays, like just don't be surprised if like some of these trade setups on equities get stopped out if we go into a much deeper correction on these index funds. Okay. Like you're almost safer in some sort of commodity situation. Look at this, man. Like you got what? I mean, NASDAQ down 1% and you got silver up 3.66%, just made a fresh all-time high. Unbelievable. You got Bitcoin at lows of day right now down 1,300 points. Different worlds we're in. Wow, gold silver ratio below 50 to 1. That's the first time in a very long time, right? What, first time probably Iron B since 2011 or 1980? Tell me which one. Iron B, I think probably 2011, right? Yeah, all stocks. Yeah, I would just be concerned. Like, even if you got a good trade set up on the equities, man, like liquidity kind of pulls out on it all. Even the small caps will be really, they're going to pull out hard. So, URA, that I got calls on that. I'm not really concerned about the overall macro. URA, bro. I mean, like, come on. It hit the highest level since October, and I'm waiting on $65, $66. So, got duplicating lines here. Heck. Weird. Yeah, like this is a good trend, great structure. There was great, everything was set up. This was a really good trade setup that was posted. And I think there's way higher. I think this is going to see $80 if you give me like 3+ months, maybe 6 months. I don't care if it pulls back. I do not care at all. I think you might have had a breakaway gap. Like that high volume breakout, that could have been a breakaway gap. So, but remember, it's like a commodity. It's a rock. It's not like, oh, health technology services company, or, oh, it's freight, or no, none of that. Better buy right now, Echo Leaf, gold or silver? I mean, probably silver due to momentum and repricing. I think like silver is a much smaller market cap compared to gold, so there's probably way more upside. Yeah. Like I think silver, $93 is a steal, probably. Like we'll look back and be like, oh my God, remember when silver was at $93? And then like it's 6 months from now and like silver's at 125, 130. Or it already hit that and it's been corrected, you know. But yeah, this is a lifetime event, what we're witnessing on this. This was that run right there. It's still going, but that run, life-changing. Like actually generational wealth could have been made if you were here. If you cared, if you respected what I had to say about silver just before Thanksgiving, I broke it down to you every single stream. You cannot say I did not try to help. It was this pattern, right? It was the dragon, and it kept going. Yeah, I know. It was the silver dragon. And right there, even the little inverted hammer there on the 60-minute, and they confirmed it once and twice. Remember, 49.80 was the 2011 old all-time high. It just like, you can't make up how perfect it was. Man, I was at the Rolex dealer buying my white gold lefty GMT they allocated for me, and I was talking to the AD about silver, what it looked like it was about to do. And lo and behold, here we are. That was legit $50 silver, and now it is $93.40. And Eric's in here too. He's the admin. He's over the AD of the Rolex store. I don't even know if he's watching right now. Eric, if you're out there, man, say something in the chat. Let's freaking go. Gold just nonchalant. Never before in human history seen 46.90. Celebration, man, for the ones in the know. Opinion? What do you mean? I mean, URA, like my calls, I don't know. Typically I'm doing like longer calls. I'm doing like 3 to 6 month out calls, almost everything I do. Like, I'm not doing short-term calls, man. I'm doing, yeah, give me plenty of time for it. I'll pay for the time, you know? Look at that, man. Look at URA. Like, I'm not going to put pressure. I don't like try to time it. So 3 to 6 is typically good enough for structures like this to play out. You know what's so amazing about the 4 hour? I didn't even really look at it. I didn't need to because the daily was so good. But man, if you like went to the 4 hour, you'd be like, holy crap, Scott Carney would freak out here. I mean, not quite an 886, but it was like an M shape with a type 2 return. It was pretty beautiful, you know, like the framework at supports. That's a dream. Yeah, I don't try to put any pressure on myself. If I buy some call options, man, I'm not doing weeklies. Yeah, who has not gotten more eagles? Like, dude, been like binge buying eagles and just stupid amounts of metals.
Going to survive this? As with URA and PLG, I am quite big in those.
What's up, Croc? Do I think? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, risk off event, like on the, like if the Nasdaq and the S&P pull back, I don't think Rivian pumps. I don't think RGTI like pumps. No, I don't think they rally at all. I think they pull back, unfortunately. Like, yeah, if like we start risking off and you start seeing major drawdowns on the index funds, they go into 10% correction territory. I think RGTI puts a lower high in and rolls over and falls below 21.44. Yeah. I think Rivian goes back down to $15 if we risk off on the index funds. I'm just being real. Like, that's just unfortunately how it goes. You're not going to get anomalous moves. Like, the global liquidity is too interconnected on equities. Like, you'd be really lucky. You'd be really fortunate to pump on something like RGTI if we're going into correction time on index funds. So that's my answer. Okay. Well, you're a little late now, Birdhouse. I mean, like, what do you want from me now? These call options are up. Literally, they are up 50% already. They were $52 calls. Oh yeah, 6/18 expiration date, whatever. Yeah, there you go. A little late, 50, you know, 50%. Yeah. No, I'm not doing contracts often though. All right, new day. Bitcoin's dumping on the new day. Jeez, man, so nasty. I can't even imagine crypto, man. Like, what? I haven't been able to imagine crypto since before 1010. Like, remember the confirmation high up here? Like, Remember 1 and 2? It's confirmed distribution. I even tweeted it. Confirmed distribution. People were like, nah, bro, nah. It's like, really? Like 1 and 2? After the big drawdown, they've done it once and they did it twice, and you had a little time, and then they even gave you a beautiful following 3 methods continuation. Yeah, October 10th. Yeah, I know, but like it was after October 10th. Excuse me. You know, that was just, it was nasty. Like, forget crypto, man. Okay. Remember what it is. Don't forget. Do not forget what we got. This is all we got going. Okay. It is just that. And they could take it to 104 and you're still garbage. Rest in peace, Cardano. Yeah, what? Cardano's been resting in peace for like a long time now. Like a really long time. All right. Bitcoin down 1.2% on the new day. Yesterday it closed down 1.55. We're down about, what, 2.8%? We're almost down 3% in hours. Look at that. Look above my head, man. That's gross. That's just, ugh. But this is like what you could almost expect from any equity. Like we'll see. Let's go back to the futures real quick. They're not even at their lows. Like they're just hanging out. They're not even moving, dude. Like, yeah, they pull back. Like they gap down, but they're not like accelerating on the gap down. Like, right? But Bitcoin, look at it. On the new week, puking. Bitcoin down 1.5%, new day, new week, instantly. We're talking within 3 minutes. We got a good old-fashioned rug pull on our hands, boys. Type in the chat for garbage. But see, the problem, what's kind of nerve-wracking about this, we have MLK Junior Day. We have banks closed. We have people, okay? You have to think about it like this. You have people that are unable to access their equities right now. So if they want to sell, they can't. So all they can do is like sell crypto. It's the only market like open where they're able to access funds to sell. Oh, I got to sell my Bitcoin, my Ethereum, my cryptos, my Solana XRP, because I can't sell my Bank of America or whatever the heck else someone else owns, right? So that's a concerning aspect about watching Bitcoin sell off into the end of the last week and into the new part of this week. So let's monitor the situation, as they would say, right? Maybe we'll be okay, man. They back tested the key level, or they're trying anyway. Godspeed. What's up, Sage? What's up? What my it says garbage? Yeah. What's up, Iron Rob? Crypto bros love getting wrecked. They love getting hurt again. They're always down to re-enter and get liquidated. It's like 3 things are certain: death, taxes, and crypto bros getting liquidated. I mean, right? Almost every single day it's like that. Well, we dumping for yeah, I'm the boss. Yeah, he's out there somewhere. Thanks, Martin Luther King. What's up, Elemental P, dude? The double bicep, bro. Yeah, dude. Call options on getting jacked. Board Sterling. Yeah, dude. It was my parents' basement, so that's a correction, dude. What's up,
what do you think of the SRFM on the monthly?
I don't know. What do I think? So, what do I think? SRFM? I don't know. Take a gander. Surf Air Mobility? Surfing on the air? Well, you're in the gutter. Well, maybe there's a buying campaign. Here you got the lowest low ever, right? And then you got this like other candle close right there. Candle open anyway. Candle open right there, and they're not even really holding it, are they? Testing it, maybe. Trying to make it make sense. That low. Okay. So you're back at it. I get it. Like traders obviously long in there, right? But you're too far removed from that area now. So it's like you want to be like identifying these assets when they're correlating to the levels when they're doing it. Otherwise, they go up 23% in a day, and then the next day they go 25. Oh, it goes up 50% in 2 days, and then proceeds to go up another 10+%, hits the 200 moving average, pulls back, and it's just hanging out. It was up 7.84% on the day on Friday. So it's like unfilled gap and too far removed from 193, 174, which is the level that anyone who they would want to, right? We're always looking for inflection zones. And that's the only place that one should be wanting to take fresh longs. If you are 30+% removed from that area, it is impossible to manage risk appropriately. It's not possible. So the only thing you could want to do on SRFM is pray to God that they fill the gap and you get another attempt here, and maybe even something like that, a little higher, low. That's the only thing you could do to have a prayer for an optimum risk management trading plan. That's it. It's the only thing to do. That's the level where you look to take fresh longs, and then you'd have yourself a double bottom, and on the second low, you'd have a slightly higher low with more positive price action correlation to that zone. And then your oscillators would reset, and you'd probably have bullish divergence of some sort. You'd have a real good argument if you got a retest. But until you get that, you don't have an edge, and you don't have a level where you can strategize appropriately. So this is what you always want. You covet this. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. We're not predicting it. This is what, hey, if it looks like that, yeah, we could construct an easy trading plan there. We would have an edge. We would have a greater than 50% chance of impending resolution being bullish, a more pronounced rally because it'd be a second test, one time and then 2 times visible on the daily. That's what double bottoms are. Those are the lower risk trades. So more market participants are willing to take longs on the second test, not the first test. And so it'd be so easy to be like, oh, at that point, right? A no-brainer kind of, we could possibly, we wouldn't get away. We wouldn't have a 3-to-1, but we could have a tighter stop maybe if we wanted. And then we'd have 3-to-1 just to go run and test 349, the confirmation line of the potential double bottom. You could have it like that. Target 1, and then target 2 could be maybe a swing low right here. That could be target 2. And then boom, then you have a good trading plan. You see what I'm saying? You have an edge on the market, and you're identifying the edge at a strategic level. And that's all we try to do here, okay? So that's, right, the divergence with the structure with local price action. Okay, that's, oh my God. Please do not tell me my stream just, oh my God, I hit the power button because it's right next to the freaking delete button. Are we still here? Chat? Wow. Maybe it's over. Maybe the stream's over. Find out in a second. I don't know, man. We're still live? Wow. So I can turn my laptop off and it still works. Okay. Thank God. Whew. Ooh. What does it matter? I mean, we're close to, Doge below 12 cents. Yeah. What happened though when I was dead? Okay. Well, at this point, I mean, like that was the last formal request, I believe. So I just came here to, oh, he wants the monthly. So, all right. Well, I did all that for education. You want the monthly. Yeah, bullish engulfing candle, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's good. You know, but again, like you could have a monthly looking like this, 11 days till it closes, and then the next month it pulls back to that level, and then that's the entry on the daily, and then it pivots off that key low, and then rallies on the monthly. The bullish engulfing candle catches follow through. So yeah, we're trying not to take like you typically want the monthly to look good, and you want to be like using like the smaller time scales that are significant, but they're not as significant as the monthly. You want them to be like where you're taking action, where it's like the daily. I mean, you could even go like the 4 hour is implying that the daily is about to do a rally, but the daily is also implying a more significant rally too. The daily looks good, and the weekly actually looks really good too. And then into the monthly, and you have all the time scales all implying. So the lesser time scales are kind of implying that the more significant time scales, the slower time scales, will begin to start playing out. So, anyway, so I would just hope we could get that. You may not get it, but it would be nice. All right. I'm the boss in the chat, man. Okay, weird, web dev. You all saw me while my computer went black. Why are we dumping? What are we dipping? Chat, calm down. Relax. Kus Fraba. Yeah, that's right. Hit the like button. Compensate my heart rate on the power button. I'd never done that before, and now I have, so I feel okay. Silver, what? No, they did pull it back. It's off its highs by about 1%. Where we have an unfilled gap on like, what, the 4 hour? Yeah, this 4 hour gap, but I don't know if it'll fill because the $80 gap didn't fill either when they opened it on a Sunday evening. Same thing. So maybe you'll be fortunate, but don't count on it, man. This silver is in the midst of a repricing event. It is a lifetime event. This will not, this type of what we just have been seeing on silver will probably not happen again like in our lifetime. And if it does something like it, it'll be like, wow, dude, I'm like 78 years old and something's going on with metals. Like, I mean, it'll be a generation. Yeah, Heath, that's right. But again, we don't know if it's going to hold. It's just a bearish consolidation structure. Greenland has a lot of rare earth and strategic metals, which that's another trade setup. REMX. Yep. Another one up a lot off the entry. Yeah, but people probably scared to buy silver now. Like, right? Who wants to buy an eagle? What is an eagle on JM Bullion right now? Probably like $106. And then you got shipping and all that. What would it be after? Let's see. I'm just going to go and put it in my cart for the memes. I'm going to buy it. Good God. You want to buy a random Silver Eagle, random year. It's 105.62. I'm going to put it in the cart. I'm going to check out now. Not going to buy it. Well, hold on. Let me put 3 in there so I get free shipping. Should never like pay for shipping. Just update. Let's see. 3, all right, for 3 of them. Wait, let's go 2 maybe. So 224 divided by 2. Okay, without shipping, free shipping, it's $112.18 on JM Bullion. 112.18. I wonder if you go to Walmart. Walmart, you could be getting them at $100 an eagle before the weekend, before the whole Friday thing. Like, so like that might even be higher now. So well, I'm not buying that S. Yeah, blue collar. It's crazy because there's like some sort of like $4.4 billion, 4.4 billion ounce short. So it was like the math on it was, I think for every dollar, it's like $24 billion or something of losses on their short. So you take that up, what, $7 more? Think about like, what's the market cap of Bank of America is like 260 billion, and they'd be taking on an over $100 billion loss on their short. Like that's the math. Like that's like where a couple of these banks are at on their naked short. So like, yeah, they could potentially be murdered, be dead. And if you saw my ex, I posted the sword that would be used to end them, the death blow. Let me pull that up real quick, because it is the coolest sword ever. A 3D printed silver sword. I have a silver dream, man. Look at this, dude. Oh my God, it's not working. Y'all see that? You see this? This is the sword we will all use to destroy Bank of America or whoever else is naked short. Okay, that's it. Type in the chat. All right, man. Well, I've been live an hour and 20 minutes. I came live here for the silver and the gold. Okay, I didn't come here for S coins, even though we covered them. I didn't really come here with the index funds, but hey, you know, it's not great. I mean, NASDAQ futures just hit its highest or its lowest level since the beginning of the year, lowest level of the day, of the week. So yeah, I know, have your alerts set up. That negative price action correlation was very telling, and it's cool to see the TA respect. Even this demand line was, look at the last candle on Friday, was they tested it as resistance and confirmed the demand line as a supply line, and that was it. That's pretty cool to see. That's not a plastic sword, Shift Flipper, man. That is all 999 silver, dude. If you don't believe it, use your imagination, man. That's what we will use. Is that mine? Yeah, that's the sword of it. Oh, I'm out of focus here. What the? Well, I can't change it right now, but anyway, that's the sword of 1,000 metals. Okay, get the sword of 1,000 S coins, but. What's going on? What's up, Anon? Yeah, you and me, we'll bail them out. Yeah, of course. Of course, dude. Yeah, but either way, like that will cause so much damage. I mean, like think about if that happens, like the amount of debasement. Like it's just like why, man, like, oh, paper derivatives, like just, you gotta, like, hopefully you have some metals, some, I don't know. Yeah, because it's so tough, man. Because like, what are these equities, man, go through a major correction, and they're having to bail out the banks, and it's like, oh man, everything's dumping, and your currency's getting wrecked at the same time as everything's dumping. So if you're in that stuff, you're like doubly getting wrecked. Oh man, it's so bad. So yeah, owning like a precious metal physically is probably like decent to have, but yeah, everything's so high now. I know, but then it's like, well, what happens if it goes up another 30-50% in the next 6 months? Because it's a repricing event and it happens once in a lifetime. Oh, nice one, Jarrett, man. Yeah, why can't Jim Cramer just be wrong again, Brad? All right, well, riggedy wreck. Bitcoin dumping, NASDAQ about to be at lows of day. Silver and gold still just pristine, sterling, shiny, beautiful rocks. And this is what probably a commodity or at least metals super cycle looks like. Or, well, maybe it's the beginning phases of the super cycle. Remember where, you know, instead of debt and fiat, it will be metals, gold and silver and platinum, maybe other metals that will be the collateral used to steer the global economy. Riggedy wrecked, man. Riggedy wrecked. Okay. Is this too, yeah, it's too foggy, man. I don't know, dude. Sorry. I must have messed with it when I was messing with the aperture. It's a tricky little camera high-end, but all right. Well, thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'm gonna get some dinner. I hope y'all have a good rest of your evening. Got some NFL on, so let's pray for another all-time high on Silva while we rest our heads. That will be done. As it is in earth, it is in heaven, right? Or something like that. Okay, I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T.A.
Adios, turd nuggets.